No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips. All right, let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's Kata, aka Khalil Too Short, and we need to talk about the delusion of Marvel Studios thinking that Ironheart is going to do something. Because apparently Marvel, in their infinite wisdom, thought that it was a great idea to feed more into the MCU allegations by giving us the DEI version of Iron Man. Definitely didn't earn it, not the right to be called Ironheart or the right to have a show. We got a bit to talk about, but before we do, I just want to thank everybody that watched the previous video. We got over 120,000 views on that. That was insane. Shout out to everybody that supported, everybody that showed love, but especially the haters. I enjoy you guys just as much as the people that show support. We defended the greatest character of all creation, who was John Walker, and we will always defend that man because he did nothing wrong. Give him a better shield. He can't be walking around with the taco shield. All my niggas love John Walker, man. But let's get into the BS. But before we do, I need you to do 3 things for me. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't do all 3 of those things, then Ironheart is going to be the least of your problems, because in Avengers Doomsday, I'm going to make sure that Dr. Doom gets defeated by Squirrel Girl, and she's going to be played by Rachel Zegler.
That you're just like, you won't believe what we did.
Now let's get into it. So it looks like after the flop of Captain Black Man that happened earlier this year, and the admittedly good Thunderbolts, which is flopping at the box office currently, the MCU thought it would be a great idea for them to put their version of the Acolyte out there for audiences to see. Because nothing's better than continuing to kill interest in your brand with flop after flop and terrible show after terrible show. Ironheart, a character that's not even a character and is only there because she was created during the all-new, all-different time frame of Marvel, and that was under Disney, so of course she needs to get that push. The same thing like those other characters, Miss Marvel, America Chavez, Captain Hand-Me-Down, Captain Marvel, who got stripped of her moniker of Miss Marvel and her gorgeous black and gold suit. I'll never forgive y'all for that. But you see the pattern, how all those characters that were developed during that 2012 to 2016 time frame are getting a mega push in the MCU? There's a correlation there. I just need y'all to think about it. But back to Riri. Tell me what she offers to the MCU, or something interesting about her character that would warrant an entire TV show about her.
Who is this nigga?
I mean, what has she done? What do we know about her? All we know is she's a plot device in Black Panther emotional manipulation, and she's able to create machines that can detect vibranium, even though she has no vibranium to test it on. Hell, my girlfriend didn't even know what her name was by the end of the film, and I doubt anybody else did either. So what way should we think about this character being pushed to the forefront, other than you just created her and this television show for those sweet, sweet virtue signal points? You love those brownie points, you love being patted on the back, and you only made it because she's black and a woman. Hell, you know it's so bad because they had to wheel out RDJ one more time to get some kind of good press for this show, because we barely have any footage, barely have any pictures. We don't even know what the synopsis is for the show unless you've been listening to all the rumors. And if you want to believe the rumors, she's going to be some kind of Red Riding Hood figure where she's going around stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. We be robbing, we be robbing. Talk about desperate and hilarious. But the actual hilarious part is when they got done filming this show. I want you to think about when they finished it. Black Panther Emotional Manipulation came out in 2022. Guess what? The show was done filming at the end of 2022. 22, 23, 24, 20. It's been sitting on the shelf for 3 goddamn years. Look at all the movies and TV shows that released since this was done, and look at the track record for hits and misses. Imagine putting out 14 projects and only 3 of those things hit. I'm talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, Guardians 3, and the Thunderbolts, because everything else has been mid to trash. Yes, even you, Loki. If I was to get a 3 out of 14 on the test, I'm pretty sure I would fail that class. So why is anybody giving the MCU a pass in this regard? I will never understand it. Crazy work going on around here. But again, Ironheart has been done since 2022 and it's been sitting on the shelf. Anyone with a working brain can understand exactly why. They clearly have no faith in the project, and if you believe the rumors, Kevin Feige was desperately trying to Batgirl this thing, which was to write it as a tax write-off, but couldn't do so because this is his sweet, sweet baby DEI golden goose. He's put himself between a rock and an Ironheart place.
Why you booing me? I'm right.
On the one hand, when they drop any trailers, news, pictures, interviews, etc., they will get ratioed to all hell and made fun of because they're doing the black female Iron Man show. People are tired of the pandering, and this character is a literal definition of that. So anything that you drop involving Ironheart is going to be ridiculed, shunned, and shamed into oblivion. Nothing good is going to come out of it. And then you have the other hand. If they don't drop trailers, drop interviews, drop pictures, drop all these other things, the weirdos that they cultivated to pretend to care about these projects, you know, the ones that tweet about them all day and get more likes and views on the tweets than the show actually gets in reception. Yeah, those individuals where they're gonna call Marvel racist, they're gonna call Marvel sexist, bigots, all those other buzzwords, you know how they do.
You are racist.
They're gonna try everything they can to make this show seem like it's so important, knowing good and damn well that they don't care about the show, Marvel, or anything involved in it, and didn't even know who it was until they Googled it. So either way they go, Marvel, they're cooked. And if you don't think that it's a bad show, if for some reason you think that it might turn out to be one of the best MCU projects, I'm sorry, God, I couldn't even get that out. If for some reason you're delusional and think there's a chance this could be good for the brand or anything involved with it, just look at Star Wars after The Acolyte.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Hey, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Star Wars was already a dead brand and The Acolyte was the final nail in the coffin. Now imagine you just came off multiple flops in the MCU for years. Nobody is having good word of mouth. Nothing good is coming of your brand. And you just suffered a year with 2 back-to-back flops. No, 3, because we can't forget about Daredevil Bored again. And then the first thing you had to follow up that knockoff Avengers movie is Ironheart. Well, man, I kind of see why they're pretending like it doesn't exist, to be honest. All in all, to be honest with you, who gives a flying fuck about the DEI version of Iron Man? Truthfully, if I wasn't looking forward to roasting this show and making videos on it, then I wouldn't be thinking about it for a millisecond, and frankly, that's the most embarrassing part. Think about the prospect of this show. You have a black female character who's supposed to go around showing why she's the bestest ever and the smartest person in the room. The black girls aren't gonna watch this because they don't care about Marvel anyway. The nerds that are in the sphere that love these characters aren't gonna watch it because nobody likes Ironheart, so you're not signaling to anybody, you're just throwing shit at the wall. And you've been throwing shit at the wall, hoping that something sticks, but nothing has stuck besides a movie on an IP that you don't fully have the rights to, and a nostalgia trip film made to make people in their late 20s get emotional for things they haven't seen in years. Yeah, I don't like Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, we'll talk about it one day. This should have never been greenlit along with Echo, the Hawkeye show, Miss Marvel, and so on, so on, so on. All of these characters have failed in the comics and don't resonate with anybody, not even the younger audience that they keep trying to capture. You clearly only did it for the virtue signal reasons, and now you're about to pay the price for that when the show drops, and all the YouTubers making videos on it are gonna get more views combined than the show will. Hopefully after the next Avengers film, they do a hard reset and get back to the basics and give us characters we care about or can care about. John Walker did nothing wrong, instead of just giving us empty black suits. Y'all let me know what you think down below. Will you be watching Ironheart? Will you be watching somebody's review of Ironheart? Are you looking forward to it? Or are you a smart, sane individual and know this is going to be a train wreck? Yo, wait a minute, no bullshit. Like, I just thought about this idea. What if the show comes out and it does actually turn out to be the best thing Marvel has done in years? To be honest, that would be a great video to make because I wouldn't even know what to say. I would just be sitting here for 5 minutes like this. But y'all let me know what you think down below. It's been your boy Kata, and as always, y'all be easy. I will see you on the next one. Thank you for all the love, all the support, all the hate. Sub, share, do all that. Peace out, man.